Hey, it's Steve, K2GOG here. I'm at Depot Hill. I'll let you look that up on the Parks on the Air website for the actual park number. Today, a little bit of a plan B. What you're seeing here in front of me is the communications tower at Depot Hill. Up this road is where I would normally have parked, but I think some people are hunting, or I don't know what they're doing, but it's a nice December day. You can see some snow flurries here, so I decided to go for plan B and park in a spot where I normally don't, because you get interference from the comms tower. So here I am at the Appalachian Trail trailhead, I guess you could call it, and so doing something a little different today. Gonna operate from the car, which I normally don't do, but I think today I'm going to try to do this as an activation, only using FT-4 on 10 meters. So, drive over mount. Seen this in some of my past videos. Trying out a pole that I had in my garage that telescopes, and a pair of 10-meter ham sticks on the MFJ mount. So, not the best antenna, but this is for a reason. So, that's the antenna setup. Now let's see what's going on here on FT8. I'm going to try to operate FT4, but more people tend to be on FT8. So here's what my antenna is receiving so far. So I guess it's working. And let's get back inside the car and make some contacts on FT. Alright, so I'm back in the car here. It's a very impromptu activation. So today I'm using the ICOM 705, and that creates a Wi-Fi access point for me to pair the iPad to. So this is how this works. I'm using the SDR Control app, and I just simply connect to the profile that I've set up for the access point in the radio itself. The other option is just for those that are curious. The one called K2GOG LAN is if I'm at home, and that's an IP address that I set up to access the 705 over my local network. And then if I'm paired via my hotspot in my cell phone to the 705, that's what the HS one is for. So I'm not going to bother with that one today. I'm just going to connect directly to the radio, and there we go. Let's see if we get some audio here. So that's coming, if you hear the FT8 sound, that's coming out of the tablet itself. It's sending the audio directly out. And then how do we go and play FT8? Simply click this button down here, open up FT8, and then hit receive. So let's see, first receive back in the car. Like I said, I'm going to play FT4, which is a faster computer-to-computer mode. But let's see, so there's the first pass for FT8. Oh boy, we're getting all the sun glare. Let's see if I can make this a little better. Yeah, that's better. Alright, so let's see on the map. So yeah, so I'm getting pretty good coverage here. All the way out west and down to South America. So looks like the antenna's working. Let's do a test contact on FT8. So I'm going to enable transmit. that. I'm going to change it to CQ. And so, some people are not a fan of FT-8. Myself, kind of, I'm torn in between, but radio's radio. But basically, now I'm going to wait for my radio to transmit in the even cycle. So stations are either even or odd. And there it goes in transmit. I turned the side tone off, otherwise you'd hear it in the background. So my radio is sending CQ, K2GOG, and my grid square is FN31. And then it goes back into receive. And let's see if anyone is going to respond to my first CQ call. Probably not, because of course we're filming this, but hey, you never know. So let's see what happens. Nope, so nobody got me on the first try. So then I could cheat, and then I could call any of these people that are sending CQ. I think I've worked most of these before, but we'll give it a shot. So let's try NT5AT. So my radio is now sending to that station. We'll see if he picks me up. Again, sparing no expense here for a video. This is like watching paint dry. But let's see what happens here. Doot, doot, doot. Alright, so, yep. So he sent me a signal report back. Now my radio is sending a signal report back to him. Or her. I'll have to look that call sign up. NT5AT. It's a cool call sign. Don't see an NT prefix all too often. And then most likely I'm receiving the acknowledgement and a 73. Let's see if we're right. And I'm running 5 watts here. Alright, and that's basically it. So that's a finished conversation on FT-4 mode. So let's turn off transmit. Let's see if there's anyone on FT-4. Never know. I wish more people would try FT-4. It's half the speed, or I should say, it takes half the time compared to a an FT-8 communication. So let's see. I heard something out there. Give this another minute. Boy, I really would like to get an activation on FT-4 10 meters today. We'll see. But like I said, not as many people are using this, which is unfortunate. It doesn't really take anything more complicated. But, hey, whatever. We'll eventually get there. Alright, let's see. You hear somebody out there. I don't know why it's not decoding. It's not me blabbering in the background. This is all just going over Wi-Fi, so it's not picking up me blabbing away here. That guy's really out there in the noise. I don't know if you could hear it. Or maybe he's not set up correctly. Who knows? Whoever's sending that. Alright, well, looks like it's going to be an interesting afternoon. So I'm going to go tune around the voice portion. Oh, how do we do that? This is how we do that. We'll go back out here. And this is the SDR control app for those that don't know what this is. You could just tune up the band. You could set my step size, something a little bit more manageable. Let's do a kilohertz. Maybe I'll try JS8 call today. That could be fun. See, just like a radio, if you want to spin the VFO knob, in this case you're just swiping on the touch screen. And I'm going slow for a reason here. I could type in a frequency if needed, but we'll just keep going up here. Maybe I'll go to CW today. Let's say keep going. I'll eventually get to the voice portion. I set the step size too low. I should have set it to 5 kilohertz, but we're almost there. Making you painfully watch this. There's some of the beacons. Come on, almost there. When I turned the radio on, there we go, there's some
propagation at all, but there is. All right, great. But I'm going to look for a better signal right now. You have a stellar Christmas, a better New Year's in 24. Can't believe it. We're saying 24. Time goes so fast.
Maybe I'll set the bandwidth here a little wider.
Fantastic.
There we go.
718 here on the 870 Kenwood. That's what I'm using. All right, take it for a final word, and listen best you can, Jerry. AB5CL KW6LA.